Hi, my name is Andy Syracuse. Welcome to my SDC midpoint conversation. Currently, I am building the question and answer service for an API that serves as the back end of an e-commerce website. And it's being designed to meet a very rigid specification, which doesn't actually follow RESTful API, which presented its own unique challenges. To test the rigor of this API, I've generated 10 million unique products, placed them in the database, and optimized queries to that database. I used MongoDB, which is a non-relational database for my database. I chose this because my most common query was going to be calling down all the info associated with a single product, i.e. all the questions, all the answers, and all the photos associated with each answer. And I wanted to create documents that included all of that info and could be queried only once in order to get all that information. Mongo was a new database for me, and there was definitely a learning curve. I spent a lot of time at the outset deciding how to build my sub-documents within the document. I had nested questions within each product, I had nested answers within each question, and I had nested photos within each answer. And I needed to be able to have unique IDs on both question and answers because of the monolithic design specifications that the API had given to us. So the API specifications that the business had given to us. In any case, I originally was thinking about trying to create references to different collections, one collection for questions, one collection for answers, even a collection for photos, in order to create those unique IDs as MongoDB does automatically. But the problem with that was that I was then going to completely erase the point of using a non-relational database, and I didn't want to do that. So I ended up nesting all of my documents or my sub-documents into an array included on the product document, and generating my own unique object IDs that I named according to the specification. In any case, I used artillery to stress test New Relic for observability. I was attempting to meet a benchmark of 1,000 requests per second, but I kept running into a confusing problem. When I configured artillery to send 1,000 requests per second, I was maxing out at a throughput of approximately 700 requests per second. Like I had set it up to make 1,000 requests every second, and it was just only making 700 per second. The confusing thing was that New Relic was showing query times under 10 milliseconds, and I was really confused by this for days. Eventually, one of my teammates ended up deleting the New Relic import into his application, and suddenly he was able to reach 1,000 requests per second benchmark. Originally, I thought that this might be because there was some sort of data limit or request throughput limit on New Relic, but more recently we've been looking into it. It seems like we were maxing out the CPU of our computers when we tried to make it use New Relic and artillery at the same time as our application, and we were maxing out the computing power of our machines. So that is where I'm at currently. I'm going to be uploading or getting my service deployed and building a load balancer next, as well as placing my database onto an AWS EC2 instance. And I'm really excited to get started on that. Thanks for listening.